Good morning and welcome to this week's upload. Yeah. Today I'm going to travel into London with Pete. He's going off to do something with his family and I'm going to foolishly go to the Primark on Tottenham Court Road I'm probably going to get there about 2 o'clock, so prime afternoon shopping time. But I mean, normally I would go there first thing. I try and get there for like 9:30, 10, but I'm going to see Big the musical tonight with Adam, my brother, and that is in the theatre across the road from the Tottenham Court Road Primark. So it made sense to do it that way, but I'm not looking forward to the crowds. My fringe is doing all sorts of annoying things, so sorry that I keep playing with it. So I've just had to stitch one of the sides of Jeff's bag back onto it because it came off the handle. But to do that, I had to take all the stuff out of his bag, which meant that there were just some tennis balls on the table, and he was not a happy bunny. He was trying so hard to get them. Pete took a couple of videos on his phone of Jeff trying to get the tennis balls from the dining table, so I'll insert them in a minute. It's just funny watching him really. I mean, he got so close at getting that ball, but you'll see in the video in a minute. We did give him a ball just to chew on while it was happening because we felt a bit mean. So here's Jeff.
Jeff.
Annoyingly, I've lost my camera case, so thankfully Pete has a spare because he doesn't use his digital camera very often, so I can use that in the time being. I'm hoping it's going to appear. It was definitely in the flat last time I saw it. I don't know where it's gone. I have a feeling and a fear that I've sent it back to ASOS with my parcel. It's really quite irritating, but Christmas is coming, so hopefully Pete or someone else will buy me a new case because I'm an idiot who's lost it in my own flat. And I doubt ASOS will post it back if that's what I've done. Damn it. Harry Potter section thing I have to go by. We are quite quiet today. So we reached the coats and the checked things and the weird leather shirt. I mean, that's horrible. I don't mind that. That could easily be put with a black skirt or something. I've got a bottomless brunch coming up soon, so that might be a possibility. And that is got no price. That's helpful. That's got no price. I'm never one for animal print, but I do really like this tiger print jumper, but the material would just shrink in my washing machine. So I'm in the Disney beauty section. Obviously Snow White is the current thing. These leggings have a big claim that they'll be warm. Always get cold in winter. So they're £6, I might give them a go. Christmas has started. You can have a novelty turkey hat or a knitted Santa hat, which is actually quite sweet. £4 for a Christmas tree. I just think it'd suit Jeff. There's a place that Primark excels in Disney. It's definitely pyjamas, which is a real problem for me. There's some villains pyjama bottoms over there that I really want. Oh dear. People let me fill our house with Disney Christmas decorations. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me. I'm currently sheltering under the theatre where tonight's performances were big. Out of the rain, waiting for Adam. I've done the damage in Primark. Lots of damage in Primark, and I'll show you what I got later. considerably. There's very little there now, which is upsetting because that's the main reason I like it. But the pyjama section is still good, and unfortunately I tried to resist, but yeah, I did buy a pair of pyjama bottoms, which I should have, so I don't need them. A good tip though, if you're ever going to that Primark, is the queues for the tills are always really, really long, is go with an exchange or a refund, because that was really quiet, really quick. So that is my top tip. So I'm just going to stand here and wait for Adam, who's finishing a beer, and then we've got to make his way over from the Strand, and then I will catch up with you when he's with me.
Guardian Berudia.
Has a mind of its own, this camera.
Okay, you just carry on then.
Yeah, it started, it's fine.
Ah, fair enough. What else did we see? We had a little wander.
Yeah.
I like the geek shop most.
It's the only one we went in.
I just like the fact you can buy wands for Harry Potter wizards you don't really remember.
Just generic Death Eater ones.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
think there's someone who has all of them somewhere.
I really hope not.
Like every single one for 50 quid each or whatever it was.
Like, I really, really hope not.
Okay.
Victor Crumb has my favourite wand, for anyone wondering.
He has a bird's head. That's probably my favourite because I like birds.
Flown at me.
I called in text, I don't know what.
I think we got the right side of the road.
We have got the right side of the road, because I remember walking past Shake Shack,
Big check.
which I've never
Baby.
been.
Got me a car, it's as big as a whale.
It's about to set sail.
Yeah. It needs to be as big as a whale. Depends how many shakes you have.
But anyway, I need to put this away because I need to find the tickets.
Yes.
So, in a bit.
Kindness is another struggle. Good is your own. Do not worry. Have courage today for your next adventure. Come back and visit Zotar for more wisdom.
I really enjoyed it. I do really enjoy it. They had all these different musical styles and dancing, and it was all a bit of a mishmash and thrown together, and it was fun. It was fun.
I'll let you know when I'm at home.
I also want to go. The wish is granted.
So I said yesterday that I would show you what I bought in Primark and tell you about me and Pete have actually had a big old day cleaning, so that's why it's later and why I'm once again, I mean, to be fair, I'm often in a scabby jumper, so I am also in these awesome Dalmatian socks, which are all soft and fluffy, which came from Father Christmas one year. Jeff is currently trying to get his face in my bag of purchases, which I'm hoping he'll stop doing. First, let's get into what I bought, because that's going to be easier. So I had to be kind of restrained because I only had my rucksack, and I was only going to have my rucksack. I wasn't going to have any extra bag because of the theatre. I mean, even having my rucksack was a bit of a mission, getting that under the chair and things, but that's what we did. So I bought some underwear that I'm not going to show you because no one wants to see that on camera. I told you about the Disney pyjamas and how I didn't need any, but I couldn't resist the Disney villains. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? Jeff, can you leave those please? So we've got the Evil Queen, Ursula and Maleficent, and they're just a really nice grey, and I really like the purple. Oh, it's just couldn't resist with the gold trimming. Oh, they're just a thing of beauty. So I couldn't resist those, so we got those, and they were £8 I believe, so they're not cheap. A pair of pyjama bottoms that I really don't need, but they're just beautiful. Couldn't resist. Hoping that this winter I wear a few more dresses and skirts and things. So I just bought this grey skater skirt. All of this is sort of small, so 10 to 12. So this should hopefully come just above my knee, and I can wear it with tights and boots and things. And that was actually quite pricey. That was £10, but I like the colour. It's grey, but light grey. Yeah, like that. What else have we got in this bag of wonders? Black jeans. I took back one of the pairs I bought with Mum the other week. Basically replaced it with a pair of black ones. Because you can't go wrong with a pair of black jeans. And that, I think I did tell you, but if I didn't, that is a great tip. If you're ever going to go to Tottenham Court Road Primark, it's always busy and the queues to pay are always really long. But if you go with something to return or exchange, the queue is so much shorter. So tip from Faye right there. Tights, because needed. I've heard people on other channels talk about these eye patches, and as they're £1, I thought I'd give them a go. Jeff, don't eat the tights. 15 treatments, which is a bit weird seeing as you have 2 eyes, unless that's 30 patches, but we'll see. And it's got a resealable thing, so they shouldn't dry out unless I'm an idiot and forget to do it. So we'll give that a go to try and get rid of some of these bags that I've got under my eyes. I think I did manage to film this. So there was the leggings that claimed that they are the warmest leggings you will ever wear. And as a person who is naturally cold but likes to wear dresses, this I couldn't leave without buying a pair of those. So they're all fur lined, if you can see that. I don't know how they're going to wash, so it might be that they're the warmest thing I wear once. But as I say, I wear leggings quite a bit. Don't eat them! As I say, I want to wear dresses and skirts a bit more this winter, so these should come in handy for that. And will you, like, get off? In the Disney section, which is very disappointing, it's got very small, I saw this t-shirt and thought nothing of it. I just thought it was a bit, you know, nothingy. I'm going to have to do it this way though, so that you can see it properly. But then when I went closer to it and I realised more about it, I think it's just genius. That's the t-shirt. It's just the castle with a red Disney underneath, and it doesn't really seem like anything, but as you get closer you can see it's all words of different Disney things. So we've got Princess here and Flynn Rider, Mother Gothel, Dream is a wish the heart makes, so Cinderella and Cinderella's coach. So this is all Rapunzel, this is all Sleeping Beauty, this is all Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White's here, and Aladdin is there. And that, it's just amazing. It's just an awesome, awesome t-shirt. And that cost me £6. So it's not too bad actually for a Disney t-shirt, considering what you could probably pay in the parks. And I'm really hoping that in the next couple of years that we get to go to somewhere Disney, Paris, California, Florida. I really don't care. I just want to go to them all. I think this will be really cool for those trips and just in general. So I'm very happy with that t-shirt. There's this brown jumper. It comes mid-thigh, so I can wear it with jeans or with leggings. And that was in the sale, so that was a £5 in the end. It does have a pull, but I think we're okay. It's only small, so that is quite soft, and it shouldn't... Will you stop eating things? They're new. Stop eating the tights. It shouldn't shrink in the wash, that was the main thing. And I don't have a jumper that colour. And then lastly, this is the thing, I'm not entirely sure why I've bought it. I bought the Snow White 7-piece lipstick set. So that looks like that. So each dwarf has a colour of lipstick. I'm not entirely sure why I bought it. Kind of regret buying that now. But I have been thinking that it'd be nice to have different colours, and I have been meaning to look into lipsticks and find a lighter shade. I have a lip stain thing, like a felt tip pen that I use all the time when I'm going out. But again, they're only small. It'll be nice to try different shades, see what suits me. And yeah, it's cute packaging. I think that's what sold me on it. We shall see. You will see me in the different Seven Dwarfs lipsticks at some point, I'm sure. because now that I bought it I'm going to have to use it. And that's it from the Primark haul. So all in all, quite successful I'd say. I went in the hope to buy a jumper, a skirt, some leggings, some underwear and some tights, and I got all of that and a few other little extras. I think my favourite has to be that Disney t-shirt. I just think it's genius. They did have a Toy Story one in the sale that I am about. It was £3. But I just don't think, other than if I was going to say the Toy Story land in, I think there's one in Paris and there's one in Florida. So other than if I was going there, I don't think I'd wear it. So I left it. And then you will have seen other things like that tiger jumper, which was really nice. And I never go for animal print, but I did like that jumper. But that would just shrink in my washing machine. So there were things like that I did like, but they're just not practical for me or wouldn't go with anything that I have. Sorry that I didn't vlog loads in Primark. It was very busy and it was very hard to get any section without people in it. Yeah, so from there I then met with my brother. He was a little way away because I finished earlier than I anticipated in Primark. He came over to meet me, but it did mean that I sheltered under the canopy of the theatre and read my book, and apparently that's weird. I got a lot of strange looks for doing that, and I'm not entirely sure why reading a book in the shelter of a theatre is odd, but there we go. So then we went for a little wander. As you saw, we went into the collector's shop and looked at all the wands and things, and both of us wondered who would buy that kind of thing. Not us anyway. And then we went to see the show. We got Adam's brief reaction to it that I filmed just as we were leaving, but the tube station from the Dominion, Tottenham Court Road tube station, is like 10 steps from the front door of the theatre. It's probably the closest theatre to a tube station that I can think of. I enjoyed it. It was a good show. It felt a bit old-fashioned for a thing that's set in the 80s. And I don't know whether that was always the intention or whether because they have Jay McGuinness, who the guy from The Wanted, and Kimberly Walsh from Girls Aloud, who both appeared and did very well in Strictly, whether that's why some of the stuff was a bit old-fashioned so that they could do some ballroom dancing and some Charlestoning, that's not even a word, Charleston moves in it, or as I said, or whether that was how it was originally planned. No idea, really. The story is obviously classic. I do enjoy the film with Tom Hanks, but I did find that they did pretty much all of the story in the first half, and then we had a really short second half. I know that's a thing, but it always confuses me when it happens when you're sat for however long. I think about 9 o'clock the first half finished, so that's what, an hour and a half for the first half and then 40 minutes for the second. I just find that a bit odd. Obviously the film doesn't have songs, so they added those in. And on the whole, they were pretty good. Some of them were a bit hit and miss, but on the whole they were good. There were some brilliant lines. Billy, who is Josh Baskin's friend who remains a child, he had possibly my favourite line of it in the first song of the second half, where he's saying that he's so pissed he started to speak like a rapper, which just made me giggle a lot. And then the Toy Shop song, I liked them. I like that, and how they're really serious and how, oh, we work with toys, don't play with them, that kind of thing. Jay McGuinness, I don't know whether I'm surprised or not that he was really good. Obviously I knew he could dance, but I didn't know and sing. But he portrayed that Josh Baskin character really well. He's obviously an adult playing a 13-year-old being an adult. Yeah, that's correct. And he did that innocence thing and that kind of stuff really well. Kimberly Walsh, I think I'd seen her as Princess Fiona in Shrek. So I've seen her on stage before, and she had some great costumes, if I'm honest. Did get bits distracted by that. My brother was a bit uncomfortable when he realised that the two characters had had sex, even though it happens in the film. He thought they would have cut that bit out. And when she does find out that he is a 13-year-old boy, she does say that she's going to go to prison, so they did address that. And Matthew Kelly, bless him. Stars in your eyes, Matthew Kelly. He is a bit old now, isn't he? They did the classic piano scene, but he missed some of his leaps. Obviously the the keyboard that they had on the front of the stage as lighting flashes up different colours as they step on it, but that's obviously preset, and Matthew Kelly kind of didn't stand on all of his keys. But I was more interested in watching Joe McGuinness, to be honest. My one criticism is probably that the film has got too many locations, so you're always moving, and they did it well because they had this big curved screen that they had images on, so they flashed up the different places to make the scene, and that was good. There was just a lot of changes. I don't know, it sort of detracted it from me a little bit, for me a little bit. And as my brother said, but I don't know if he said it to you, both the play, the show and the film, to be honest, they just leave you with way too many questions. The whole thing is about getting a Christmas toy, and he creates one, but we don't know what he created, and we don't know if it was a success. And when they find out, would Macmillan still use him, seeing as he's come up with a great toy? And what does Susan, is it Susan or Susanna? Susan. Does she go back to the really irritating man who thinks he's God's gift but isn't? What would happen with the police report when he just turns up? Are they still going to try and look for his abductor? Yeah, too many questions, too many questions. And to end this bit about Big, Zoltar. Zoltar was the star of the show. He was like an operatic... it's just brilliant. The Zoltar part was brilliant. I wanted them to make more of it. I think he should have had a whole song with marching ensemble people in Zoltar costumes. And... yeah, but maybe that's obviously not the tone they were going for. But yeah, the Zoltar bits were my favourite. And you will have seen earlier that they also had one in the foyers. £2 though, £2 for a Zoltar machine. I'm sure the show was like a dime or something like that. Inflation right there. Someone was gullible enough to put £2 in it, so we got to find out what there was said, and it's a bit freaky. And that's why there's lots of people crowded around it, because someone actually was paid the money and no one else was really prepared to. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It's not the best show I've seen this year. It's not the worst show I've seen this year. It was just very enjoyable, but felt a bit old-fashioned for when it was supposed to be set, I think is the best way to put it. But all the characters, all the actors in it were really good. I didn't mention Wendy Peters. She has a brilliant voice. It's a shame that her part was quite small, but I'm glad they gave her a song because her voice was amazing. But I'm blabbering on about this now, so I'm going to go. So this is the end of the vlog. Jeffy! Jeff says goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next upload. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe. It really helps grow the channel, and I'm enjoying doing it, so it'd be nice for it to grow a little bit. But anyway, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye!